Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we continue from where we stop on the database. But before we continue, we just want to get some tips back so that we will know how to get to a database set, because no one level left behind. Nevertheless, for understand a better understanding on database manipulations and store procedures, everything about database, don't forget to follow Moriketa on database. I just use this opportunity because we get for deal with database and anomaly left behind in we project. As a result, for beginners and also the one that we know to beginners, we they go together. First, you get for installed your SQL server. Second, you installed your management studio. For know about that installation, follow Moriketa. We are my partner as well. After, you can come and log in. It will show you how to create your login credentials, everything. The configuration manager, you come there. Just if they use Windows 10, say Windows Q, then it's SQL. After they installed your SQL server, it is this configuration manager. You just say yes, and then make sure that you come to your network and see protocol. Then you come to your TCP/IP. Quick one, you make sure that this enable and come to your IP address. Make sure that you enable all. We say they say yes, no, you say yes, 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 yes. Make sure that say calm down. All the know them, you turn them to yes, and confirm say the port number for B1433. This one they will help you for let your machine be accessible remotely. Especially we get for code the offline application so that you're able to communicate with other servers. Good. After you done, you can then restart your server, but not restart it. I can advise. Yes, restart your server, not to the machine you restart. Come to the taskbar, right click, say task manager, then come to services, then come to your SQL server. This and the SQL server, this right click and restart this server. You see stop, starting, and as you say running, it don't restart up. So you don't need for restart your whole machine for that. You can then close all the right there. Then by default, we open this one, it can be as Windows authentication. But for let it gets you server authentication, you can then come to connect. Then after you can good, you right click this server up here, you right click and come to property. Then make sure that you come to security. Then by default and switch the and change them to SQL server and Windows authentication. You say okay. Then you come to security. No create no database yet. Come to security now. This security end. You see this one. You can then you log in. You get so many security. What's now? Good. You can then you create your own login. Let me see my login. Not to Windows authentication, it says server authentication. And then the name of the login, we say student manager. La Kamel Kesa. Student manager, and I'm login. The password, I can just say, okay, password. Good. Then make sure that this enforced password policy, more wickets I go explain and further. You disable them, pull them, you come to server role and make sure that you enable all the server roles here. All the server role them good. Then you say okay, you done. If you can log out now, they log in with you change this one, make sure that server name now let be full stop. We can write say full stop. Then you change them to server authentication. Good. Then from there, now be student manager. Just how you spell it under. There, the password we say password. They say login. Automatically you are there. You can then now come for create your database. You get two way for create your database. You can right click this end. You say new database. Then you type the database name. Like just say student. This is the database name. Say okay. Then you don't create another end. You can if you can let me see first the database. If you don't get the student, look at so you can create another database from the syntax end. You can just say create database, I can call it now stu, then you can student system, not just a student sys, so that's not going to be the same. And you say execute, automatically it don't create your student database. Then as at the end of the day, now so back for create a table name. Yes, if that table just say create table, then you get the table name. Just put your table, then you get the table name now. Good. So now so for do the table, then you do it field same. So let's say if in the table you want for create, you say table name, then you open and close in bracket. In between here, now they all everything for day. But for love you understand better, we can then come here to this guy because we not see nothing about student sys. With databases we refresh them. Can I right click, you say refresh, automatically let us see student sys don't come. And the student sys, good. Log count to student manager when I will student application. This we can even delete her. We'll pull our one thing. Now we get you open then I want delete her. You know they go for delete. So that close our one thing. So nevertheless, I think now so for create we add a column. That's good. And so for create with database system for the table system, you can use the designer, let you know to delay you can to table, you can right click, there is a new table, then from there you get your primary key. Let me say if in a district or yes a region, just say a region region ID. Good. If you decide for be integer, it's integer or varchar, you can make sure that if you don't know what's in the length of the ID, this varchar, let me say if you say 10, then lost something. If I want for input some characters away more than 10, it truncate. We carry the error, truncating error meaning the amount of record let me say the amount of text we want for right inside here and within the restrict term, it don't go beyond. So they give that truncation error. Note the key, then say primary key, set them. Good. So if this one I don't save them, we say okay, student, we just say region. They ask me for a name. Let's say region TB, region table. Now just one field, we can with the same already. If not, they just right click and refresh. Look at the region. Then we want for can input there now. Now we input record. The record would input into a 10 character, not just say MOHAMEDALIEKOROMA. Now if I go now, it don't more than 10, you know you go. You see, tell me say, you know, it don't truncate because the character then more than. But if I say just Ali, ALIE, we not reach 10 character, it go. Good. So this normally you can understand on then data types there. They not joke with them wise they do your data typing. And also not get too much data type. Too much space. It make your database swell. Before you remember your database is on full way full it because of its space then. I already know say nobody in them no day na the country where reach 100 character. Then I go get 100 character spacing. Then what will go happen at the end of the day? All those spacing don't become empty container, but it don't flop your database. It make your database swell, it swell. It reach a peak, your database is full. But when you check, the record same way it take not to record and see your database is full. Now just an advice, that not to go into my colleague in end, but for the purpose of this class, follow you understand how for create tables and the relationships you go understand them from Keta, but I will can explain with relationships in with other subsequent video. Follow how we link this table to this table. What will the code? Let you understand better. Good. So relax and watch for the next tutorial and let you understand proper, no assume, and no dey assume what dey teach. Even though you sabi how to do all this, let be a revision for you. And not forget for hit you like, and for make sure that you share. Not forget for subscribe, share to other people, and so that we will increase our community.